A 2-for-1 on Sports Nightly tonight. Chris Black is back from the game and joining us here in studio. Nick Smith with us as well for Sidekicks. He is an assistant coach at Lourdes and the associate head coach for Toledo Villa. Guys, we're through week one of the high school soccer season. What stood out to you so far?
You know, the big one is St. Francis off to a big start. We saw that just a couple days ago. Actually, last night, a good amount of goals on the board, putting Anthony Wayne down after the big win against Perrysburg as well early in the year. So St. Francis off to a big start, which is great to see from the Knights' perspective. I mean, you look at a Sylvania Southview team tied St. John 0-0. A lot of goals coming out right out of the gate, but then looking forward to them now. Now they're at Findlay, so it was a tough one in the beginning. 2 games, a lot of goals, and now they're at Findlay. 2 of the powers in the area on the girls' side historically, and it looks like maybe this year, Perrysburg and Toledo Notre Dame. Notre Dame was elated early. I think it was a 4-2, and then Perrysburg got a third one late, and a fourth one very late. Adele Francis with that 4th goal to tie it up 4-4. So a really early tie for those 2 teams, which sounds like there's a lot to play for all game long, but hey, it's early in the season. Obviously, they're showing that they can definitely play with each other, and that's why it's so exciting anyways.
I'm really looking forward just to see what team establishes themselves as the top dog in the area. I think after a couple of years, we've had a couple programs that have been incredibly solid throughout the course of the year, and it was pretty established as to which those teams were. This year, it seems to be wide open.
We've got college soccer kicking off too, and that's right in your wheelhouse, Nick. A 3-1 win for Lourdes over Olivet Nazarene. They're 5-1-1 in openers all time. Can you give us a primer on the season? What can we expect from the Grey Wolves?
Yeah, we're really excited. We had a very strong, a banner year really for the program last year in terms of record wins. We ended up hosting a postseason playoff game for the first time in our program's history, and we're just trying to go from strength to strength. And so, just, as you said, to start off with the win at Olivet, a team that beat us last year, really signifies to us as coaches that we have a competitive group this year.
The women start the season next Wednesday on the road, and then the home opener is Tuesday the 14th against Huntington. So we can talk about those on Sidekicks in the coming weeks. NCAA home openers this week too. Bowling Green men unveiling a MAC banner Thursday night against IUPUI, and the Toledo women host Mercy that night, then against Dayton Sunday. Chris, you're going to be on the call for those games. Deeper and older than the Rockets we saw in spring, right?
Yeah, of course, and the question is going to be, they got all that work in the spring, but did they get a little rest and then come into the fall? So many programs in that tough area. You want to keep going with that growth and so much that you were able to accomplish in the spring. But Emma Butterwick coming off of MAC Defensive Player of the Week, which is huge for them. They're getting some confidence going there, and they're undefeated. You've got to be happy. 3rd game of the year undefeated. Of course, you'd like one of those ties to be a win, but those are some solid ties. You got a Big Ten tie in there, which, I mean, that's fantastic anyway. So a Cincinnati tie as well. So 0-0 Purdue, 1-1 against Cincinnati. But now you have Detroit Mercy coming in. Detroit Mercy returns almost all of their scoring from last year. Be a fun one to watch, and it'll be exciting to be back in the stadium.
Hey, you guys were just rolling on the road with pace setters. Opening weekend for you all. What was that all like?
Yeah, so this last weekend we were in Pittsburgh. We took 10 teams with us, and we had a lot of success as the club. We had 3 teams who returned home with winners' medals, and another 3 teams were unfortunate to lose in the final. So overall, it was a great weekend for us competitively, and we actually have another tournament weekend coming this weekend up in the Detroit area where we have 12 teams going up there as well.
You got to think of it just like in the early days of COVID. You got to go back to, hey, we get to play today. Every day is a blessing to train, to get out there and go. Right now, dealing with the heat, as all the clubs are, trying to be really careful right now, but we still get to play, still get to train. No break. It seems like we're right into it, so it'll be exciting.
Happy to have soccer back and happy to have Sidekicks back. Chris Black, Nick Smith, thank you so much for joining us.